Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we're gonna be looking at one of the DLC weapons, Beasthunter Saif. Beasthunter Saif is definitely one of the most unique weapons in Bloodborne in my opinion. I did not have a lot of success with this weapon when I first used it, and it's kinda difficult to use since you really have to think while using it. And usually in Bloodborne, spamming is rewarded heavily, and this one I think you cannot just spam if you want to be successful. However, it has so many tricks up its sleeve that I think it is one of the best weapons in the game. So for starters, right off the bat, you can notice the similarities between the Beasthunter Saif with other weapons that were in the base game, like the Soul Cleaver or the Soul Spear. They really look similar. However, thankfully, this performs differently. It's just aesthetically it looks the same, and also this one, the other ones, when you the untransformed mode is when you're closing the cleaver, and then you open it up. And here, no, the untransformed mode is a curved sword, as you can see, and then when you transform it, it becomes like the untransformed Soul Cleaver and the Soul Spear. So in Bloodborne, the Beasthunter Saif is referred as early versions of the Soul Cleaver and the Soul Spear, because the Soul Cleaver and the Soul Spear apparently are better at killing beasts. And it reads, by the way, in the description, it says, one second, let me just look at it. It says, although this trick weapon allows for adaptive combat, it was later replaced by swords and similar weapons that were more effective at disposing of beasts. So this is also, other than the lore, other than, this is the early versions of the weapons we had in the base game. The other weapons, the Soul Cleaver, or sorry, the Soul Spear and the Soul... Okay, I'm mixing up here. Whatever the weapons, the ones in the base game, they have 20% more damage against beasts. They do 20% more damage against beasts, although that you can say quite hidden. And I don't know if the Beasthunter Saif have the same trait. I did not test it, but my guess is, from the lore, is that this one doesn't have extra damage against beasts, and if it does, it's gonna be the transform mode, this mode I'm playing with now, that's gonna be doing more damage for the beasts. So yeah, I just thought this is interesting. So let's start with the stats of the Beasthunter Saif. Beasthunter Saif requires 9 in strength, 11 in skill in order to use, so very easy to wield like most weapons in Bloodborne, and you get a D scaling in strength and B scaling in skill when fully upgraded, or you get a C scaling in arcane if you want to transform the weapon to a bolt or fire damage, whatever you want. But so in this video, I'm using the skill build. There's no strength. I have 11 strength, so it's a strength weapon mainly, but sorry, it's a skill weapon mainly, but it is quality. So even if you go high with strength, it will still, you'll still get damage. So the best way, optimum way to use it, of course, is having 50 strength and 50 skill. Another thing to consider with the Beasthunter Saif is the actual Beasthunter Saif, the one that you find in the DLC. It's, by the way, one of the first weapon you find, has the gem slots are as follows. They have 2 radial and 1 waning. So if you want to go for physical damage, this is not your best option. Waning usually screams out loud arcane, because there's not good physical damage increase gems or blood gems for the waning slot. So the one that you find DLC, don't upgrade that one. Watch out. I think I did that mistake. So you have to go to the Chalice dungeons, search how to buy the DLC weapons in the Chalice dungeons. There is a glyph where you can buy every version of the weapon, all the weapons in the DLC. So make sure, if you want a physical, you want the uncanny Beasthunter Saif, which has 2 radial slots and 1 triangle, and that gives you the most damage. Makes sense, right? So why not use it? Makes sense, yeah. So why do I think that the Beasthunter Saif is one of the best weapons? What makes it unique and different from other weapons? Other than, of course, the attacks and all the moveset and all that, you can strategize and do tactics with it, which unfortunately it's not. You cannot see that much. You cannot see this a lot in Bloodborne. It almost has all types of attacks, from thrust. You can attack around you, you can push forward. Like, there's so many moves you can mix and match that it makes it just a very good weapon. And one of the best things about it is the spacing. So in Bloodborne, spacing I think is the #1 thing when you're fighting in PvE and in PvP. You have quick step, you have the rolling, you have to know when to roll, when to dodge, when to go back. And what does this weapon do? It actually provides you that within the moveset, which is very badass, guys, very badass. So the best two moves, I think, which by the way give you the thing I was telling you about, the maneuvering, are the transformed attacks. Transformed attacks, in case you don't know, is when you attack normally and then press L1. So the best move by far, and this I think is one of the best moves in the whole game, is when you do the attack while it's a curved sword, do R1 then L1. It pushes you forward like nobody sees it coming. It's so fast that they never see it coming. You just instantly go to them. I don't know how to describe it. It pushes you forward. Also, the normal R1 when it's transformed also pushes you forward. The normal attack, you know, on the transformed mode, it pushes you forward. This is a very, very good thing, guys. You cannot underestimate. First of all, you can, in PvP, you can predict where your opponent is going and just do an unlocked R1 where you can attack them after their quick step. And also, the untransformed mode, the transform mode to that transformed attack also gets you out of combat, so it does the opposite of the other one I was describing. So you can go in and out of combat while using the moveset. I know this may sound silly, but this is very important, guys, in Bloodborne. So what you can do is you can, for example, with the curved sword, R1 L1, you hone into your opponent, get another R1, you know, try to attack him, and then press another L1 and you back up. So it's amazing how much you can maneuver with it. The transformed R2 is a thrust, which is also weird for these weapons. And you got on the curved sword, on the running R1, running R2, you have so many different attacks that you can... My point, I think now, because I'm really confused, I have so many things I want to say at the same time, but my point here is you can be unpredictable. And being unpredictable in From Software games, and I'm talking about from Demon's Souls and onward, not the games before, although Tinshu, maybe, I don't know, maybe that one has something similar, but I'm talking about Souls games. Unpredictability is everything. Unpredictability is everything in PvP, because if you're predictable, they can parry you, they can dodge at the right time, they can, you know, they can basically, you know, outmaneuver you. However, when you're unpredictable, that's when you attack them while they think they're safe, and you and they dodge earlier or later than expected, because you have so many moves in your arsenal, you can use it in so many specific situations. So I know this is maybe, if you're a PvE player, you might not understand, but even in PvE, this weapon rocks, guys. Even in PvE, this weapon is a beast, especially on the transformed R1, where I told you, where it pushes you in. That one is, you can attack the enemy before they can attack you. So you know the implications of this in Bloodborne, especially with enemies with no poise, or enemies that get stunned on the first hit. So you will always get the first strike, which is everything basically when you're attacking an enemy without poise. And even in terms of damage, the Beasthunter Saif is also very strong. Like, only on skill build, like I don't even have strength, is doing about 650 damage. And don't forget, there is multipliers depending on your attack. So some attacks, like the transformed ones, can do tremendous damage, especially that one where you hone in to your opponent, the untransformed R1 to an L1. That one can do sometimes 800 damage, and with that speed, it's just, you know, very strong. And I still think that if you wanna, you know, just compare DPS, damage per second, I think the untransformed mode of the Soul Cleaver and the Soul Spear will outclass this one in terms of damage. However, they will always be spammy weapons. They can be parried easily. And by the way, one of the disadvantages also of the Beasthunter Saif is it can be parried easily, especially on the curved sword. That thing is sometimes, you can watch out, guys. Don't attack from far away. You can get parried easily. You have to know when to attack. Really, I got parried a lot while using the transform mode, and it's kind of slow. That's why people can parry you with it easily. So to summarize, the Beasthunter Saif, Beasthunter Saif is a very adaptable weapon. It has a very versatile moveset. Actually, one of the best, if not the best, when it comes in terms of moveset. It has good damage, good maneuvering. You know, you can maneuver a lot with it. You can go in and out of combat. It is unpredictable. It's unpredictable. It's also easy to get parried while using it, and it also has a lot of damage. So I think that's a summary of this weapon, and it looks kind of cool. I do like the moveset. However, there are many other weapons in the DLC that looks much better than that. And I have to tell you guys, the DLC really added value to the game. Although the actual DLC is kind of short, although packed with super duper quality, but there is I really enjoying Bloodborne. So in Bloodborne, when I got it first day, actually I bought it maybe a couple of days before it was released, and I played it until June non-stop. I didn't play any other game, and then I just got bored. The base game is kind of short. You got only 15 weapons, and they're kind of lame. Like the DLC weapons in general, all of them are like better than the base game weapons. Of course, there are some cool weapons in the base game, of course, but I am really enjoying it. Like I'm not playing any other game other than Bloodborne. I'm just playing Bloodborne. And co-op is so fun. You can find a lot of people. I really encourage you to go co-op or go PvP. It's very active. Actually, it's the most active I've ever seen it. I'm invading right and left, co-oping right and left, and added so much quality. I'm really enjoying it, and I don't know, I just want people to maybe enjoy it like I'm enjoying it. Maybe, I don't know, I think that's kind of selfish, but really, Bloodborne is a very good game. I really love it, and it's sad that we're just gonna be enjoying this just for, you know, until April when Dark Souls 3 comes out, which I am so hyped, man, for. Did you see the From Software gameplay? Man, that was so nice. The Murakumo with the spinning, I cannot wait for that, guys. But I got you covered. I don't think I'll stop uploading any Bloodborne content until Dark Souls 3. I have so many ideas I want to do, so at least I'll be uploading until February at least, or March, and there will be some point where I maybe run out of ideas, but as of now I have so many ideas, so I'll got your back. If you're gonna stay playing Bloodborne, I'm gonna keep uploading Bloodborne, and as long as there's support for that, I'll keep doing it. But at the end of the day, I enjoy doing it. So I think this is all for this weapon, and guys, I really appreciate your support. I cannot imagine, like, looking through my channel past year, it's grown a lot, and actually people watch my channel, which, you know, I cannot believe, and I'm really happy that I can enjoy my hobby, you know, which is, you know, playing these games, one of my hobbies. And yes, I think that's it, guys, and I hope you enjoyed. Tell me your thoughts about this weapon. I really want to hear your thoughts about it. You know, each person has his own experience on how you use your weapon and their strategies and tactics. I love to hear yours, because I will always be limited to my experience, so I cannot know everything. And of course, the guide is gonna come out soon, and I'll be looking at that. I did not pre-order it yet, and I think it's gonna be, I think it got released already, or it's gonna be released soon, but I'll manage to buy it somehow, because it's very detailed. I can see the multipliers and stuff like that, and I think after I review all the weapons, or most of the weapons, I'm gonna do a top 10 weapon videos for Bloodborne, so I can be more accurate and more objective. So yes, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on my next video. Peace.